Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory and all honor be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there pushing this word in truth, sincerity, and indeed. It's your brother Kapatazar from the great millstone Chicago branch coming at you with another quick lesson. Today on the market watch, as you can see, this is dated 7th of July, 2021. And it says Russia's sovereign wealth fund cuts U.S. dollar reserves to zero. Okay, so this is big. It says Russia has eliminated U.S. currency from its national wealth fund while boosting the share of the euro, the Chinese yuan, and gold, the country's finance ministry announced on Tuesday. So why is this big? Well, we've been saying it. We're like a broken record, man, but we got to keep saying it. We've been saying it, man. The reason why Americans here can enjoy the standard of living that they've been enjoying is because all the nations around the world, in order to trade, they have to buy U.S. dollars. And so when all the countries around the world have to buy your country's currency in order to trade internationally, that affords you a standard of living that is not feasible to poor countries. Okay, all right, your cost of living is cheaper, your goods are cheaper, you can get things, you're pretty much spoiled, you're like a spoiled brat. Basically everything is right there on a silver platter for you, all right, versus other countries where they have to work twice as hard for less money, really just to make ends meet, if that makes any sense. So with these countries around the world, chiefly Russia and China, dumping U.S. dollar reserves, okay, that is going to have a negative impact on the U.S. economy, all right, the global economy as well, which is why they've been doing it at such a slow pace. See, so while they've been slowly dumping dollar reserves, they've been buying up gold. And they've been dealing with other currencies, all right? And they're creating currencies that are backed by gold, which is going to assist them in the Great Reset, because when they come, when they finally settle down to a cryptocurrency, be it Bitcoin or, whatever coin they come up with, that coin is then going to be backed by something. It's going to be backed by gold, versus the U.S. dollar, which is backed by nothing. It's backed by empty promises. It's bullshit. It's created out of thin air. All right. It's really a scam. It's really a Ponzi scheme when you really think about it. All right. So as these other countries, so Russia, they have cut their reserves to zero. The sovereign wealth fund. All right. Real soon, those banks in Russia are going to have their dollar reserves cut to zero, and then China, their dollar reserves will eventually be cut to zero. Iran, and all these other up and coming superpowers. And as people ditch the US dollar, the standard of living, the cost of living is going to increase, and the standard of living, all the luxuries that we have enjoyed here in America are going to be reduced to nothing. All right, and we will be basically that of a third world country. All right, and these Americans, they can't take it. That's when they're just gonna really lose it. All right, but I'll just get one more paragraph. It says the finance ministry explained that its latest steps were aimed at ensuring the safety of the national wealth funds in the context of macroeconomic and geopolitical trends of recent years and decisions aimed at de-dollarization of the Russian economy. It says the ministry's action mirrors a similar move made by Russia's central bank in order to reduce assets held in U.S. currency. That ain't what I was looking for. Hold on one second. Salakia. There it is. It says Pankin. So this is the deputy foreign minister. Pankin said that U.S. sanctions and unpredictable economic policy call into question the reliability and convenience of using the American currency as the priority currency of deals, right? Because the U.S., they've been like Debo. They've been acting like a complete asshole to all these other countries. Which shit, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to establish that dominance, but you cannot establish dominance when your economic practices are unethical, questionable, and a complete scam. When your economy and your dollars, when your currency is backed by nothing, you can just print out of thin air. And for every dollar printed, that creates more debt. And so these countries are now, they've been conscious of this. It's just they had to formulate a way to where they can get away from being pegged to the US dollar without their economies suffering drastically. So this is why, year after year after year after year after year after year, they've been buying up more gold, buying up more gold, buying up more gold. And while they've been buying up gold, they've been dumping US dollars more and more and more, and they have alliances with other big superpowers. Like I said, Russia, China, Iran, namely, all right, India is there too, man. Okay. So these BRICS nations, all right. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and I want to say South Africa. All right, I could be wrong, but those are the BRICS nations. Okay. So they're formulating their own little clique, and they're going to be, using their own currencies, as well as coming up with currencies backed by gold, So it says, continuing on, it says, as a result, the minister said countries were now being forced to take measures against the risk of economic losses and disrupted transactions while using other currencies in trade is increasingly convenient on the international agenda. All right. So it's becoming more and more convenient because they're getting away from this damn devil. All right. And they're isolating Esau. All right. This is Job chapter 20, verse 15. It says, he has swallowed down riches and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. It says, he shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. So, all your prosperity is through, Esau. All right, you're through. All right, it says, that which he labored for shall he restore. He shall not swallow it down. According to, no, I'm trying to go to, I'm going to keep reading. It says, according to his substance shall the restitution be. He shall not rejoice therein. Right, so Esau, Edom, man, your entire economy was built off of slavery and oppression. All right. So according to your substance, the restitution is going to be, meaning the big payback. Everything that you took and murdered and stole for, you're going to pay that back double unto the children of Israel. All right. It says, verse 19, because he has oppressed and because he has oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away a house which he builded not, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save that which he desired. Right, man. So you got this ill-gotten gain, all right, and you're going to vomit it up again. All right. You're not going to feel quietness. Like, man, these elites are not sleeping well. All right. These rich men that have gotten rich here in America and have passed down wealth, they're not sleeping too good. All right. Because what? They understand that the actions of their forefathers is coming back to haunt them. All right. It says, verse 21, there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. Right. All right. Ain't no man going to look for your goods. Ain't nobody trying to deal with the US dollar. All right. Everybody is saying, fuck the US dollar. Everybody is turning their backs on the United States. All right. They see the weakness in President Joe Biden. All right. And they're just done. Okay. They know that the sun has set on this empire, on the American empire. Okay. And nobody's going to want shit to do with you. And that's why in the end, they're going to burn this bitch up with fire. All right. Presuming back to the book of Revelations. All right. The beast shall hate the whore. All right. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to get that. And I'm going to end it. This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which you saw upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. All right, and those 10 horns, it goes into those 10 kingdoms. All right, and the beast makes up NATO. All right, it says, and these shall hate the whore. Who is the whore? Babylon. All right, America. Okay, Babylon the Great. Okay, it says, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So with all these trade wars and these currency wars, they're eventually going to turn into hot physical wars. And all these other nations are going to hate Babylon the Great, which is America, the daughter of Babylon. All right, they're going to hate this bitch. Okay, and they're going to make her desolate. All right, and naked, meaning what? They're going to expose her. All right, and they're gonna isolate themselves away from her. Okay, they're not gonna want to deal, all right, with the U.S. dollar anymore. The dainties, all right, it's all deceitful meat, all right. And this is how America has been able to keep a stronghold upon the world economy. But now that's done now, all right. These nations are doing their own thing amongst each other now. So the United States ain't Debo no more, man. All right. And so all these other nations, hey, man, they got their own money. They got their own economic systems, and they got their own nukes. OK, and so it's going to lead to the ultimate World War III. And this bitch is going to get burnt up. So with that, I hope this is edifying. I want to give all praises and glory and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Shalom, and Abba Ball.